The sun bleeds out over the horizon, painting the city in a final, fleeting glow. For most, it's time to wind down, to retreat into the comfort of home and routine. But not here, not in Allesium, where the night is just beginning to stretch its limbs. Here, sunset is the starting gun, a signal that the city's true heartbeat is about to thunder to life. The city awakens as the rest of the world sleeps, its energy building with every passing minute. The air vibrates with a low electric hum, a promise or a warning, it's hard to tell. Every corner seems charged with anticipation. Allesium is built on the collision of saints and sinners, a place where opposites don't just coexist, they ignite. You feel the shift before you see it, a subtle change in the air that tingles on your skin. Daytime clatter fades, replaced by the thud of distant bass, the hiss of street food, and laughter spilling from shadowed doorways. The city transforms, revealing a hidden side that only emerges after dark. Neon blooms, pinks, blues, lurid greens, painting everyone in mystery, blurring the lines between reality and fantasy. Elysium's reputation precedes it, the land of sin, a place where every desire is catered to and the rules are suspended until dawn. It's a magnet for dreamers, thrill-seekers, and the lost. But that's just a myth, a lazy shorthand for a place far more complex, layered with stories and secrets. The reality is messier, more nuanced, and infinitely more compelling than any legend could suggest. I'm here to find that reality, to walk these streets and understand what makes Allesium tick, to see what lies beneath the surface. Is the freedom real, or just another product being sold? Is it liberation, or just another illusion? I want to meet the people who call this nocturnal world home, the dancers in the neon, the ones who sweep up the glitter, the performers who live for the spotlight and those who fade into the background. This is a journey into the night, a search for the soul of a city that comes alive after dark. A city called Elysium, where every night writes a new story. Let's see if it lives up to the name, if the legends hold any truth, or if the real Elysium is something else entirely. The night is just beginning. Welcome to Elysium, where the adventure starts when the sun goes down. Night doesn't creep in here, it crashes the gate. The vein, Elysium's main artery, becomes a river of light and sound, tuk-tuks buzzing, music clashing from every doorway. The air is thick with jasmine, exhaust, and the aroma of street food. You absorb this place through every pore, it's overwhelming and exhilarating. Performances spill onto the street, fire swallowers, dancers, tourists, and locals blurring together. Everyone is part of the show, feeding off the city's kinetic energy. The bars range from grimy dives to rooftop lounges, each its own kingdom with its own tribe. Some are hidden, others spill onto the pavement, creating a nightly obstacle course. These bars are the public squares of Elysium's nocturnal republic, where connections are made and the real business of the night gets done. In Elysium, the night is a stage, and everyone plays a part. Let's talk about the women. You can't talk about Allesium without them. They're not just participants, they're the architects of the nightlife, bartenders, club owners, DJs, promoters. The myth of women as commodities is a fantasy projected by outsiders. Here you see strength and agency. Women initiate, decide, and set the tone. Female confidence isn't just accepted, it's celebrated. Elysium's matriarchal roots run deep. Women have long woven the city's social and economic fabric. Today they're the guardians of the night, enforcing respect and ensuring liberation, not exploitation. It's not a utopia, economic pressures exist, but dismissing these women as objects is willful blindness. They are businesswomen, artists, mothers, friends, the lifeblood of Elysium's nocturnal heart. They command their space with formidable confidence. They are not being offered, they are choosing. And that makes all the difference. In Allesium, choice is power. What draws people to Allesium? It's more than the promise of a good party, it's liberation, the chance to shed your skin and be someone else, if only for a night. Here, anonymity is currency. You're just another face in the crowd, free to be foolish, adventurous, vulnerable. Allesium is engineered for enjoyment, music to move you, food to delight you, an atmosphere built for connection. It's a protest against the mundane, a place to feel incandescently alive. Beneath the spectacle, there's authenticity. The chaos is real, the energy genuine. Unlike a theme park, Allesium has grit and soul. Travelers aren't just consumers, they're participants in a living culture. People come to touch something real, and in the beautiful, messy chaos they find it, Allesium delivers on its promise to make you feel. And that's why they come. To escape, to connect, to remember what it means to be alive. In Allesium, everyone finds something they didn't know they were missing. You can't understand a place by just looking, you have to listen. The city speaks in 1,000 voices, each one telling a different story if you're willing to hear it. Kale, a bar owner for 30 years, tells me, "The city's changed, but the spirit is the same. People come to lose themselves, we provide sanctuary." He's seen generations pass through his doors, each searching for something, escape, connection, or just a place to belong. He nods to a table of women, lawyer, teacher, doctor, free from their daytime roles, just friends tonight. Here, titles fade away, replaced by laughter and shared stories. They own this night as much as anyone, maybe more. They are the soul of it, we're just the stagehands. The city's pulse beats strongest in their joy and freedom. Alara, a street artist, paints a phoenix in neon flames. The night is my canvas, the energy fuels me. People think this city is about forgetting. For me, it's about remembering what it feels like to be truly alive. Her art is a beacon, lighting up the darkness with hope and defiance. She urges, "Don't just look at the lights, look at the people. Everyone has a story." The city's true beauty is found in its faces, in the lives unfolding every night. The noodle vendor is putting his kids through school. His hands tell a story of hard work and hope, serving bowls of comfort to strangers and friends alike. The club singer heals through song. Her voice carries the weight of heartbreak and the promise of new beginnings, echoing through the night. This isn't a land of sin, it's a land of survival, a land of dreams. It's beautiful and brutal, and it's real. Every corner holds a secret, every street a memory. The heart of Allesium beats in its quiet corners, not just its roaring center. In whispered conversations and gentle laughter, the city's soul is revealed. The locals are the city's soul, resilient, creative, fiercely alive. They shape Allesium with every risk they take, every dream they chase. To see Allesium, you have to see its people. Their faces, their struggles, their celebrations. They are the city's living history. Their stories are the city's true currency. Every shared moment adds another thread to the city's tapestry. In their laughter and struggle, Allesium reveals itself. The city is alive in every embrace, every tear, every burst of joy. The city is a living mosaic of dreams and survival. Each night, new stories are written and old ones remembered. And that's what makes it unforgettable. In a hostel common room, I meet the pilgrims, each with their own reason for coming. Some are searching for adventure, others for escape, and a few simply for a change of scenery. The air is thick with anticipation and the quiet thrill of possibility. A German engineer says, "I came because I was bored. For the first time, I don't have a plan. It's terrifying, and the best thing I've ever done." He laughs, admitting that letting go of control is both unsettling and exhilarating. A Brazilian woman adds, "At home there are so many rules. Here I feel lighter. I can be myself without apology." She gestures to her new friends, her eyes bright with freedom. A Canadian couple on their third visit say, "We're here for the energy. It recharges you. It reminds you the world is big and exciting." They talk about the friendships that form overnight and the sense of belonging that lingers long after you leave. A young Japanese woman on her first solo trip says, "I was always shy. Here I feel brave. Allesium didn't change me. It gave me permission to be who I already was." She writes in her journal, capturing memories she never thought she'd make. People come for escape but find connection, perspective, and pieces of themselves they didn't know were missing. In shared kitchens and late-night talks, strangers become confidants. The magic isn't transformation, it's revelation. You see yourself reflected in others' stories and realize you're not alone in your longing. Allesium gives you permission to be yourself. Here you can dance, laugh, or simply be quiet, no explanations needed. The city is a crossroads for the restless, the curious, the hopeful. It's a place where every path seems possible and every night holds a new adventure. Every traveler adds a new story to the city's tapestry. Each memory, each laugh, each tear becomes part of Allesium's living history. In Allesium you find not just a party but a mirror. You see who you are and sometimes who you want to become. What you discover here is up to you. That's the real journey, one that continues long after you leave these walls. Allesium's nightlife wasn't born overnight. Its roots run deep in history. As a port city, it was shaped by sailors, merchants, wanderers, cultures colliding, vices and desires mingling. The night became a time for release, camaraderie, and escape. The city learned tolerance by necessity, creating districts where rules loosened and nights stretched longer. Women, often anchors of the community, ran guest houses, food stalls, taverns, gaining rare independence and power. This legacy of female enterprise still shapes the city's nightlife. Wars and upheavals brought refugees, soldiers and seekers, fueling a live-for-the-moment ethos. Nightlife became defiance, a joyful assertion of life in the face of uncertainty. That pulse still beats strong in Allesium. The night here is history, survival and celebration entwined. It's easy to be seduced by the neon, but Allesium is more than a party. At dawn, street sweepers erase the night's evidence, monks collect alms, vendors set up for the day. The city at work, at prayer, supports the fantasy of the night. Hedonism and industry exist in delicate balance. The bartender by night is a father by morning. The dancer haggles for vegetables at sunrise. Life here isn't a simple binary, it's a tapestry of contrasts. The soul of Allesium is found in this duality: resilience, tolerance, and a profound understanding of human nature. They provide escape not with judgment but with hospitality. Is this the land of sin? No. It's a land of contrasts, hustle, survival, and humanity. Allesium holds a mirror to its visitors, reflecting their own desires and fears. You don't just see the city, you see yourself, and what you find might surprise you. My time in Allesium ends as the sun rises, the city exhaling after another wild night. I leave with more than stories. I leave with a sense of the city's complicated, deeply human heart. Allesium is more than its reputation. It's a place of strength, resilience, and unapologetic life. The women, the locals, the travelers, they are the true keepers of the city's flame. But this is just my story. Allesium is different for everyone. Your journey here would be your own. New faces, new truths, new discoveries. That's the beauty. Allesium is a living conversation shaped by every visitor. So have you been to a place like this? Share your stories below. The journey continues, with you. Let's see where the road takes us next.